Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Build With Me. Today, we're going to be changing things just a little bit. Today, I will be... Oh, gosh, I forgot. There, okay, better. Okay, my bad. But today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I have had the itch to start a new world again, okay? And, of course, I will still be doing Build With Me's, but this one, I think, is going to be reserved for viewer suggestions and stuff like that. I plan on building or making a new world where I can, I guess, create things that I come up with in my mind, I guess. And it's not going to be a flat world. I'm going to be building on a normally generated world. Yeah. Hopefully that should be a little interesting. So let's get straight into it. Oh, yep. Build with me. Personal. I have never seen this. Okay, I haven't created a world in a while, so this is interesting. This is gonna be my world. Actually, no. You know what? My world seed will be my name. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Here is my spawn. Oh, okay. I guess it didn't update that much. So I have actually played on my world with my name before, and I knew I spawned in the jungle at least back then. But it's been about a year since I've last logged on to or been in this world, so I thought it would change at least a little bit. I guess it didn't, but this is perfect. I love building in jungles because of the grass. It looks really clean. Of course, there's a birch forest over there, which I love. There's a village over there I didn't know about, apparently. And the savannah. I never build in savannas. And then, of course, here's this nice, beautiful ocean. So, my plan for this series, well, it's the same series, just my personal series, I guess, is that I want to build a city of some sort. Okay? So, I'm gonna, I guess, come up with a plan here. What shall I build today? Today, I want to build a... Let's see. I guess we have to pick out an area first. So this is spawn. I kind of want to have something at spawn. So, if I fly up here and look at this, what is the first thing I think of? Well, the first thing I would think of course, is a port of some sort. And a port does seem interesting. I've built several of those over the years, and I think it could be quite a cool port area. Like, I can imagine something stretching across here. Now, the next thing we want to think about is, of course, well, now, what theme do I want to go for? Well, I can go modern, I can go medieval, I can go fantasy. I personally always like going with a fantasy vibe because it's just the most... it's the thing that comes to me easiest, I suppose. Yeah. And, I guess we'll go with that. So, I guess the first thing that we should do is clear out a bunch of these trees, so, let's get to it. Alright then, so now that we have this entire area cut down and, I guess, cleaned up a little bit, we did a little bit of terraforming, but not enough to actually really call it that. Yeah, but the more I look at this area, the more I think about the fact that this might not actually be a good spot for a city or a dock. So, instead of that, I think I'm going to make this area into a bit of a resorts, vacation type thing. I'm not sure. So what we could end up doing is filling up this area over here with like a beach or something. And then we can have like a resort here, I don't know. Somewhere around here. But this area might take a while. So this will probably be split up into a mini-series within the series on its own. Ooh, that's kind of sick, actually. So let me further go about what I'm thinking about for this series. So, while I am still taking requests from y'all, I will also take requests for what I should build within these separate areas. For example, this resort area. Or give me suggestions on what kind of areas I should create. As for the separate areas, you can suggest what I should put in with those areas. Like, within this resort area, I don't know, you could suggest a beach. Or, I like a resort house or something. I'm not sure. Something. And I will try to be better at maybe labeling each of these builds with y'all's names and the exact comment. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. What else? Uh, yeah, so I guess for this area, just to start off with, I shall build a bit of a resort type, or like at least my resort house. That's what I'll build here, and I'll build a tiny little dock. Okay? So, let's get straight into it.
So, like I just said, I forgot to build a dock. That's, of course, because I got a little bit sidetracked several times throughout this build. But, yeah, let's get started with this. So the first thing I'm doing here is starting to terraform the area to fit what I kind of want, and then I'm starting to fill out a bit of an outline. Now, I didn't really know what I wanted to go for yet, so as I searched Google for like reference images of what I could do, figuring out what I kind of wanted, I just kind of started laying down a basic shape. And as I was going through Google, I realized that the most common types of resort houses tend to be more modern, which is why I went for more of a modern type build. And when I think of modern, I tend to think of very, I don't know, they tend to be very geometric. So in this case, square or rectangular, I don't know. And there was only the one circle there because, well, I didn't really see that many circles. Let's see, what am I doing now? One common thing for modern houses tends to be a lack of walls. They have walls, of course, but a lot of them have a huge amount of windows. So that's what I was setting up those pillars for. And here's just a little bit of a trellis, which, if I think of resort, I think of, I don't know, nature of some sort. So a little trellis with a bunch of vines and whatnot. It's kind of nice. What else do I do here? I think I start figuring out, yes, glowberries. I've always liked glowberries as they can create a bit of a wall that you can go through and see through. It is kind of nice. And to add to that, I decided to add some water behind it to add a little bit of color. And by adding color, that makes the build a little bit more interesting. So while I'm building this, I decided to go for a more interesting color for the floor. And in this case, I decided to use the new mangrove wood. Sure, it's not that new anymore, but I haven't used it as much as I would like to. I haven't had the chance or opportunity to have this kind of color in most of my builds. Oh, look at that. I added a little bit of a wall, or doorway with glass. Kind of nice. Yeah, by playing around with glass, I don't know. It was just kind of fun. I don't get to play with glass that much on its own, so there's that. Oh, I got distracted again here. I was getting ready to work on another part, and I went straight back to building another part of the, the building. More glass, because we need glass. More doors. Yep. Oh, here I am starting to work on a bit of the support structure for the pillars throughout the front portion. I don't really know what I would call this part. Maybe a patio? I don't know. Now this part right here is meant to be a... Shoot, I'm blanking. It's like an outdoor area that you can sit around. I don't remember. I was testing out some different glass fences because, once again, if I think modern, I tend to think glass fence. They're not very good, but they look cool. More supports. Trying to figure out some of the layout of the house. Now I'm extending a portion of the house because I've realized, oh, it's not big enough for what I want. Yeah. Building geometrically makes it really easy to expand your house. Building organically makes it slightly more difficult. What am I doing here? Here I am thinking about a chimney because I was thinking if I were out here, I'd probably put a bit of a, I don't know, like a grill or something. Maybe in a fireplace? I'm not sure. But I figured that'd be a good spot to put it. Let's see, now I'm just figuring out the shape of the house and then I'm filling it in. As long as I know what it's supposed to look like, I can build it. What am I doing now? Flooring? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm continuing a little bit of a pattern that I had on the back of the house. I don't really know what to say anymore. How are y'all doing? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Look at this. Ooh, look at that. I'm so speedy at placing blocks. Yeah. This whole build took me about an hour and 20 minutes as a whole, so it wasn't too bad. Not as bad as the tree took last week. That thing Those 5 hours, they lasted. They felt like so much longer than they actually were. Fencing using some stairs. I like that. It's one of my favorite ways to make fencing. More doors. Shroom lights. Since I didn't do an interior, I decided to just throw around some shroom lights because they give off the right type of lighting that I want. Oh, and if you think that if I made the second house slightly smaller than the first one, you are correct. I did that intentionally. That is because I wanted a little bit of a change in terms of the depth of the housing. It makes it slightly more interesting, even though it's not as noticeable. Let's see, what am I doing now? I think nope, still putting in more lighting. I got distracted again. Okay, now I'm working on the pool. I kind of wanted a bit of an infinity pool concept here, so that's what I'm working on. There was a lot of digging, a lot of water. Filling it up was pretty easy, but pretty tedious. That sheep got in my way quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, I wanted the infinity pool to go out into the ocean, so there's that. Yeah, like I said it just not even a few minutes ago, I forgot to build the port. It was gonna go to the left side of this area. I'm probably gonna work on the area soon, right after I finish the fire pit, I believe, which should go over here. Yes, I think it's gonna go down soon. Oh no, there's the diving board first. Then the area. Forgot what that's called. There's supposed to be seating there. That's all I know. This roof right here took me a little bit because I don't really know how to build domes. It's one thing I don't have that much practice with, so there's a lot of trial and error here. Yep, more trial and error. Yep. Here's the pit. I also made a bit of a mob farm. Yep, did not mean to. Look at that greenery. Gotta add more greenery. Here we go. This is the area that I was gonna put the port, but because I forgot, I didn't do it. More greenery and more glass. I did make the entrance to the port though. Oh, and of course, my special rope. And with that, I believe that is this done.
I've learned a lot from watching movies. Here we go. Well, Tommy's dead.
This clip right here was just a clip of me messing around on the new experimental world with some of my friends. I didn't record any of it. This is just me testing out some of my computer's capabilities with recording clips a few seconds into the future. I meant to say past. Past, okay? I just thought it was a funny little clip because, as we know, baby zombies are scary, and I just so happened to get jumped by a few as well.
Alright then, so here is my little resort type house. Of course, it's not completely terraformed in, and it's not completely decorated, but that's because, well, I'm gonna leave that for next time or something, because, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with the interiors in the, like, the other areas besides, like, the fire pit and, like, the, what do you call this, pagoda?
This, in fact, was not a pagoda.
I don't remember. But, yeah. Usually I do things in two parts. I do exteriors, then I go back and do interiors and other small details. So this is what I'm going to be leaving it off as. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So like I said, we have ourselves a bit of a, what do they call this? A fire pit? Yeah, fire pit. You know, if you're on vacation, you might want to stay outside in the middle of the night and just hang around a fireplace with your friends, right? Yeah. And of course, while you're hanging out with your friends, you can look outside and see the nice little view out here. Pretty nice if you ask me. Let's see. The house itself is a very open concept. We have a lot of opening doors leading to outside areas like this. And that is because, well, if you're on vacation, you want to spend a lot of time outside, most likely. Unless you're an indoor type, but like me, but it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I probably should have thought about adding like a smaller bridge across here to make it a little bit easier, but I'm going to say that the reason I did this was because maybe if you're on vacation, you need more exercise, right? definitely. Oh, of course, we got a little diving board. Whee! Into our nice little infinity pool, which, I don't know. Oh, I forgot to add something. Where's the stairs? Stairs. Yep. Basically, the idea that I had here was to make it look like the water was actually coming in from, do I have a water bucket? Where's my water bucket? Here it is. Here's my water bucket. So yeah, what the idea was like this water back here, which I still have no clue where it's coming from. Maybe there's pipes inside the wall or something. But it's coming through and coming up here, and then it's flowing down to the pool area right here. And yeah, that would flow back into the ocean or something. I'm not sure. Maybe this is ocean water, and it's not really that good to swim in, but well, it's probably better than I don't know. It might not be as clean, but maybe there's like a filter or something. I don't know. Something about this. I don't know. I don't think this is actually good for the environment. I'm pretty sure this water would be bad for the ocean, but this is Minecraft. It's fine. I added a few chimneys because I don't know. Maybe they needed some heat during the winter or something. I don't know. And over here we got ourselves a bit of a trellis. Apparently these things don't grow very well. So where's my bone meal? Here it is. So this is to add a little bit of extra lighting. This can either be seen as, well, actual plants, or they can just be seen as like those beads you see in like the, I don't know what they're called, like the hippie type beads things. I don't know if that makes any sense. The best I got. But yeah, that's another thing it can be seen as. What else did I do in this build? I don't think I did that much else. I thought this was fun. It was a good chance for me to get back into building a more modern type. I know I said I was going to go for fantasy, but I think I'm going to leave that for another area. Maybe there's going to be like a mix of different, like a bunch of different ages mixed into this one world. That's the best thing about Minecraft. You don't have to limit yourself to one thing. But yeah. So, here we go. This is the build. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you like my content in general, hit the subscribe button. And of course, if you want to know exactly when I post, so you can be one of the first people to watch my episode, hit that little bell. All of these things bring a great joy to my face, yeah. Why can I not crouch in the air anymore? Oh, sad. Anyways, I'm going to go rest for a while before I go back and edit this video. So, yeah, have a good one. And don't worry, I'll clean up the litter.